Okay guys, I'm going to show you how I fill up my water bladder in my Initial Ascent IA4K bag without having to remove the hydration bladder from the bag, fill it up, and then having to stick it back in there. So for this, you're going to need a Sawyer fast fill adapters for hydration packs. So in that little pack, it's about $8. You're going to get a male-female end like this, so you can make your hose have a quick disconnect if you don't already have that set up on there. You're also going to get a little male end, another male end, a little piece of hose, and then this adapter that'll screw on to a bag. This is a C-Knock Outdoors bag, but this will also work on a Sawyer squeeze bag. It'll also work on a Smart water bottle. If you have one of those handy, you can use that also. I haven't found that this works very well on a platypus bag just because the thread pitch, it might be a little different, and so you can't get a good seal, so when you start squeezing water in, it leaks. So for this, you can either attach it here, but I have a Camelback Crux hose. I'm still using the platypus bladder in here, the 1.5 liters, but with this hose you have an on-off switch here, so when you fill it up you can shut it off so you don't have water coming back into your system. So for this one, quick disconnect here, pop that off, water bag on there with fresh clean water, flip this on switch there, and you're pumping water. So the nice thing about this hose, this Camelback hose with that on-off switch, is you don't really know when this bag is full. I mean, you kind of do, because if you put 1.5 liters of water in here or 2 liters in here, this is only 1.5 liters, so you'll know when you're about full. But you know, say you're out in the field and you're filtering water through your system, you don't know how much you have in there, you're filtering water, you'll feel a little pressure built up in your bag here, and so when that gets there, all you do is shut this off, and then you pop that off and you're good to go. There's a little bit of water that builds up here between the off switch and the quick disconnect system, but it's not nearly as much water that would flow out as if you were to just use a regular, you know, this Sawyer quick disconnect system here. It would just flow through there and squirt water out if you build up pressure in the system. But that's how I fill up the bag, or the bladder, excuse me, without having to remove it out of the lid. And this also will work if you get home and you have water in your lid. Like right now, this lid is packed full. I don't know if you can see it. It is full, and the water bladder is super full. I don't like storing it in that way. I don't like having any water in my bag when I'm storing it, so I want to drain it. Ordinarily, you'd have to take the bag out to drain it, but with this system, you just do it in reverse. Pop that quick disconnect off there. Get you a bag. It could be empty. This one's got some water left in it, but empty bag, put that in there. And I don't know if you can tell. You just lower that bag down like that, and the water is going to be gravity flowing out of your system, and you can hear it in there. What you can also do is grab a hold of your bag and kind of squeeze on the lid a little bit, put a little bit of pressure in there when you get down to the end, and that'll drain all the water that you have in this bag out of it. That way you can store it empty and you don't have to worry about it leaking or having nasty water in there the next time you go out on a trip. But thanks for watching, guys.